Today I want to go over your group project and what all is that's going to entail. If you go over to the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see the start here, syllabus, assignments, and then right here is the group project. If you click on that, I have put you into groups, just randomly did it. You're in groups of 4 right now. If something were to happen and you have to drop down to groups of 3, that's fine. You can still do this group project the way that I have it set up. So when you look in here, you'll see each group, you'll see the members in that group, and then your topic. And we have 13 groups, 4 people per group. So should be hopefully fairly easy. So for instance, Macy, Casey, Kelsey, and Hetty, you are going to be researching Tecumseh. And all of these people, they're in your book. I didn't just make them up, I promise. You can find some information in the book, but you're going to have to go out and find other books, websites. Do not use Wikipedia for this group project. But other websites, you should be able to find information about your person. The group project overview, this is just kind of the guidelines. You'll be assigned to a group, telling you what each one have, what I want you to do. You do not have to ever meet in person. We've got people that don't even live in Texas that are taking this course. So obviously you're not going to be meeting at any point. This should all be done via email. You can Skype, you can use Google Docs. I've set up discussion boards in this class for you to use so that you can communicate that way. Basically what you're going to do, you're going to have anywhere from 1 to 14 slides. You have to have a minimum of 8 slides and no more than 20 when you're doing this. I'll tell you what I would like on each slide. So slide 1, name of your project, so you can come up with a creative name if you want to. Name of all your group members need to be on that first slide. Slide 2, it should just be like a summary or an overview of everything that you're going to discuss in your PowerPoint, and then you start breaking it down into background information, contributions, legacy, 5 important things, summary, anything else you want to add, and at the very end you're going to list your sources that you used. So go through and read this. Don't put a lot of text on your slides, don't make it where it's all this content right here should not be on one slide. If this were a PowerPoint presentation, I would divide it up and, very few words to describe everything. Your paper that you're going to write that goes along with your PowerPoint, that's where you can add up a lot of information. So your paper should kind of read like a script when you turn that in, and it should match what your PowerPoint says in the paper. So you're going to do a PowerPoint, and then you're also going to do a paper. And the guidelines for the paper are here. The paper is going to be, you need a title page, body of your paper, and then the last page of your paper should be your works cited page. So it should be probably, 3-4 pages long. I wouldn't expect anything longer than that on a paper that you're writing as a group. It needs to adhere to MLA format, and there's a website right here that you're free to view. It's a very good website. It tells you how to use MLA format, what all needs to be in MLA format, so follow that. And then I break it down into specific roles. So each person, you're going to choose which role you would like. So you can be the background information person, the contribution person, legacy, 5 important things person, or you can be the editor. If you are doing background information, you need to at least do these things listed here and more if you think so. But it just goes step by step and tells you what each person's going to do. Contribution, legacy, those are interchangeable. You may find things that, oh, this is like a really good thing that this person contributed, or this is a really bad thing. It can be good or bad. It doesn't matter what contributions you want to add in there. And same with the legacy. You're talking about a lasting legacy. What do we remember about this person? What's the most important thing that we should know we're walking away from? What's their lasting legacy? And is it good or bad? It can be a bad legacy that we remember. And then the editor, you're going to kind of be in charge of the group. You're helping the group find information, but you are the person that makes sure everything fits MLA format and that the slides are done and that it all looks good. So you kind of have a very important job. It's not an easy job just being the editor. If you get down to where you only have 3 people in your group, you're going to just pick which role you would like, and then all 3 of you will be an editor. We shouldn't have that problem, hopefully, but if something happens over the next few weeks and we lose some people, we may have to cut back to groups of 3. The deadlines are listed here as well. You have a couple of check-ins. Part 1 check-in is during week 5, so February 15th to the 19th. One person, the editor, will send an email to me at that email listed telling me, well, you're not going to tell me your topic choice because I gave you your topic choice, but you're going to remind me of your topic, who all is in your group, and what each person, what role they will assume. And this is due before midnight on February 19th. So that means group members, you need to have contacted each other by Thursday to let each other know what you want to do. Part 2, the check-ins during week 9, the week after spring break, March 21st to the 25th. Each person is going to submit to the editor by that Thursday your PowerPoint slides and a rough draft of your part of the paper. It's okay if it's rough. I expect it to be rough. This is just so that you start working on this project and that you're making some headway and you're not waiting until the last part of the semester to get all this stuff done. So yeah, I'm expecting a very rough PowerPoint and a very rough paper. Not everything is included in your paper. That's fine. I just want to see something done. You're going to send that to the editor by Thursday. The editor will then turn around and email me that before midnight on March 25th. Your final check-in, that's when your final PowerPoint is due and your final paper is due. That's going to be week 13 or April 18th through the 22nd. You need to turn into your editor by Thursday the final copy of your slides and the final part of your paper so that that person can then go through, edit, make changes, read over it, make sure everything flows right. Then they're going to turn that into me by Friday, April 22nd via email. I will also include some examples of good PowerPoints and bad PowerPoints, and we'll also talk more about plagiarism as we get closer. Do not copy and paste from the internet into your paper. You do that, you're going to receive an automatic 0 and your whole group will receive a 0. So make sure you read over plagiarism, you know what that is. If you're going to copy and paste, make sure you use MLA format to tell me where that is from, and it needs to be in quotes. Again, look at that website that I showed you, go over that, and it will explain MLA format. If you do have questions, feel free to email me. That's the best form of communication, especially odd hours of the night. You can just shoot me an email and I'll try to get back to you the next morning.